Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Yeah, this is going to be part 2 of the series that I started about a week ago, where I talk about your route, your journey to financial freedom. If you are new on this channel, my name is Nokia, and on this channel I talk about ways of making and saving money, creating wealth, and leaving a legacy for your children and generations to come. So let me just give a quick recap on what I covered in the last two videos. Actually, the last video I was just going in detail about how to use the debt snowball method to kind of get out of debt. And on the first video, which was going to be step number 1 to attaining your financial freedom, I was covering the steps to take in order for you to start getting out of debt, and that is gathering up all your credit cards and whatever you own except for your home mortgage loan if you have a mortgage. Yeah, my apologies, my battery died. On my so like I was saying on the last video, I was explaining how the debt snowball works and why it works, even though mathematically it seems like it doesn't make sense, but it actually works. It is a practical method. It is a method that has been proven that it works because you gain momentum as you eliminate each card, starting with the one with the lowest balance. I'm going to actually link those two videos on the iCard, and I'm also going to leave the links on the description box, and you can go ahead and watch those videos right after you watch this one. So on today's video, what I want to do is the next step to attaining your financial freedom. So now that you've paid off all your debts, including the car loan, including the people, everyone that you owe money whatsoever, you have cleared that except for your home mortgage. Now you are going to go hard on funding your emergency fund. What I want you to do is fund your emergency fund up to 6 months to a year of your household expenses. So what you want to do is when you started this the getting out of debt journey, you had, as I assume and I hope I'm correct, that you had that $1,000 emergency fund put away in case of that emergency that is never planned or never foreseen. So what you're going to do now, you are going to increase that $1,000 to be equivalent to 6 months to a year of your household expenses. Okay, for example, if your household expenses are like $2,000 a month, you want to make sure that you have a minimum of $12,000 in that account. So you also want to make sure that the money that you are saving for that emergency, the money for the emergency fund is actually in an account that you can easily access, an account that is liquid, because when an emergency happens, you want to be able to reach that money, to be able to withdraw that money to cover for that emergency. Another thing that I want to really stress and reiterate on your journey to financial freedom is that you really have to be disciplined. So you have to be intentional, like I've mentioned before. You have to be very intentional about getting financially free, gaining your financial freedom. So you want to be focused and to stay focused. Don't be tempted to go back in and falling into debt, because we know that some people, they yo-yo between getting out of debt and getting out of debt, and that happens when you don't slice up and chop up and do plastic surgery on those credit cards. You want to make sure that you get rid of the credit cards that you have no way absolutely of using them, because you are in this mess because of lack of discipline. So now you are going to be intentional and you're going to be focused. And now I want you to go ahead and start funding that emergency fund as much as you can. Fund it up to 6 months to a year. And the reason why I want you to try to go up to a year is because of what has happened in this last year. In the last year, 2020, we know that a lot of people didn't see the pandemic coming, and either a lot of people lost their jobs, or they had their hours cut, or things just happened. And some people, if they lose one stream of income in the household, it leaves a big dent in their finances. So you want to make sure that if any emergency, God forbid, if any emergency, what other emergency could be worse than this? But it's life. Life happens. It could be a sickness, or it could be something that is unforeseen. So you want to make sure that you take care of your family and make sure that you have something saved for that emergency. And I will stress and I'll stress and I'll stress again that try by all means to go over 6 months, because some people have been out of work for way over 6 months, and this pandemic has gone on for a year. This month is March. I'm recording this on March 14th. No, on March 13th, and we know that we are exactly a year since this pandemic started, and that means some people have been out of work for a year, some people for 6 months, for some people, have been out of work for part of that year, and some people have had their hours really, really slashed down to almost nothing. So you want to make sure that nothing like that happens. And for those of you who are in the US of A, you received the stimulus. The third stimulus was just recently passed. You want to make sure that you don't just go spending on a spending spree using that $1,400. You want to make sure that you save it, fund your emergency fund. Don't use it up, or don't use it all up to catch up or to do whatever you feel like you want to do. Don't go shopping. Don't be taking trips. Don't be going on vacations and say, oh, I'm on vacation. But you know what? When you go on those vacations, most people, those vacations are actually on them and not on vacation themselves. So with that being said, I hope this makes sense. I want you to really be intentional. I want you to stay focused and really be disciplined. No spending whatsoever. Try by all means not to spend on especially the high ticket items, because that is going to set you back. Because right now, as you are focused onto getting out of debt, you really want to stay on this journey and you want to succeed. You want to be successful. And I want to see you through this journey of gaining your financial independence and up to a point where you are creating wealth. Let's do this together. And on my next video, I'm going to be giving you more tips on what to do once you have reached that 6 months to a year of the emergency fund. Yes, I will, because I want to really be to give you content that will add value to your life and your family. With that being said, let me cut it here for today. Go ahead and sound off in the comments below and tell me what you found very useful in the video, and then tell me how you are. How are your finances? Are you already out of debt, or are you on this journey? Do you need help? There's an email address that you can use to reach me in the description box, so that I can see how I can help you, whether it is starting a home-based business, because right now, as you are getting out of debt, you want to find as many ways of making money as possible to fund your debt as Snowball and to fund your emergency fund. I really want to hear from you, and don't forget to share this video. And while you are at it, make sure you click the like button, because it will help other people find this video, those people who may be looking for this type of content. And if you are not subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my valuable content in the future. And with that being said, I'll see you on my next video, and remember to do small things with great love. And I'm wishing you all the best on this journey of attaining your financial freedom. God bless you from my heart to yours. Bye bye.